Hello everyone, this is Kyoya from Server 303. Today we will be discussing our Legion of the Frostborne strategies. So let's get right into it. So as you know, our preparation will be end in 2 days 15 hours. So today is 18th December. So on 21st December we will be entering the battlefield. So we have these are opponents 301, 303, 304 and 302, and this is our starting point. So here we will be spawned for the first 7 days, and our everything for the first 7 days will be held here. So let's discuss what we will do and which alliance will go where we will build towers and everything related to the related to our first 7 days of Legion of the Frostborn. Alright, so now we're going to see a map. This is just an example to see that what we have to always keep in mind when we are making any moves or map strategic moves. So first things first, that you can see that these zones have these borders, and these borders have gates which you have to occupy to exit a zone or enter a zone. Okay, so these are zones, and every zone has a name. This zone has a name of Lofer, Lorviller, Vigrid, and Ginunga, Northri, Sudri, and Austri, Westri. So these have zones. So, okay, you have to keep in mind the zone's name, or if anything anywhere if if a name of zone is taken, you have to see that where we are talking about, because not every time coordinates will be working. We have to keep basically these are labels for a zone. Every zone has names. Midgard has its own name. Okay, so according to map, our zone starting zone will be this Vigrid. So we will be making strategies and everything in this particular zone Vigrid for first 7 days, because after that everything cannot be predicted. Because if we leave the zone, everything, every second, every minute, strategies will change. Something will came up, and everything will change. So it's not like you can plan everything for after 7 days, but what we can do is what plan that what we have to do and practice some of the common things we have to keep in mind when occupying other cities or exiting zones. This is a map for server 300 and 299. So 300 is this in red, and they have almost all the zone 1 area compared to server 299. So this is how you occupy cities, and for each alliance can hold up to 10 cities, and that's it. Alright, so this is our zone Vigrid, which we will enter in on Saturday. So what I have seen on other servers and what I have implemented on myself, on my alliances, on my server, is that the main alliance which we have right now, DKD and UV, will obviously be taking these level 8 alliances. Okay, so these are the high level alliances which is obviously good, which obviously will be going to DKD and UV. And again, these level 7 alliances, the DKD can have this, DKD can have this, UV can have this, UV can have this, and then these this one can go to RN, because they are not a main alliance, but they are part of a server. They are the main alliance of a kingdom, so we can give them this one. Wait, let me just mark them this. Okay, so this will be the plan. Now where I want thermal towers to be, where they should be, is that you don't have to build thermal towers across all the cities, and you don't have to trail them, because that's a foolish mistake I have made, and that was I really paid for it. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to go like this, always making towers to another, from a city to another city. You have to use a tower trick, which I think is explained better in the Discord server. So you want towers to be here, 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 here. In the first one day, like in the on the first day, towers have to be here, because here you always have to be towers, because you will never know after 7 days, and when you will be taking gates, you will be taking all three gates, and DKD will be taking this side of the gates, and you will be taking this side of the gate. Okay, So because they have these cities and they can go from here and DKD can go from here, then give other 10 alliances to the alt alliances and support alliances or whatever they want to do with it. Okay, these gates you are seeing are gates for zone 2, which will unlock after 17 days, or I think 20 days, 24 days after Legion of the Frostborn has started. So we don't really have to worry about, because these can be discussed later. You don't have to worry about them for now. Okay, so this is the plan I have, and the towers would be 4 towers for each city. No trailing, nothing extra unnecessary towers before we enter other zones, or when we go before occupying the gates. Every alliance should have 20 towers in stock. 20 towers is a necessary requirement to exit this gate. It's not a requirement by the game, but it's necessary. If you don't have, you will always lack towers and you won't be able to make fast moves, which also concludes the major role of leadership for active tower manufacturing, tower placing. And then my opinion would be that from each alliance, one player is responsible for towers, not other R5s or R6, because one player knows what he's doing. Other players might not know, or they might not have coordinated with them. Whatever the situation is, let the respected guy do his job. No others, no interference on his job, because it's his job and he knows what he's doing, nothing else. Okay, so that guy also has to have the access for support alliances and the alt alliances. You have one, two or more alliances. Here he should have the access to it, because for tower he needs alt alliances all the times. He need all alliances to be have alt alliances to be have towers every time, which means all alliances have to gather insane amount of towers, amount of resources in the battlefield to gather up for towers manufacture. And then R6 or R5 has to manufacture tower all the time, no slacking. You can either not sleep this time, or you can either stay awake whole night, but you have to be very careful about your towers, because if it doesn't happen usually, but if someone from other server makes alt in our server in 303, someone makes alt in our server and he finds a level 4 alliance in our server which is abandoned and open to join, those alts can join us in this area. Those alts can join us in this area, and you know what will happen after that? They can go and destroy all our towers before we even make it to outside. Yes, this is a classic move. So you don't have to say someone a lot of things to them, because they just did this classic move. It's an old move, classic move. It's all right if someone does it, but yeah, you can prevent it by locking up all level 4 alliances, and actually having no level 4 alliances have cities which are not under active leadership. So that's one thing, because if they enter, they can literally weaken you. And if you make towers from here all the way here, you know what will happen? They will go at this point destroy towers. How many players you have online at an hour? They will be online like 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. They will continuously do it, and you can't at some point you won't be able to stop. They will go here, 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 they will go here. At every point they will go, even at the gates. And they will, and seeing their tower, they will understand your move, where your what you're planning, because tower represent your moves, your moves, your plans, your intentions, everything. You have to be careful about them, extra careful. So this is not something you can take as a joke, or anything as like as experiment. Nothing, it has to be all accurate, good. If you're not understanding something, I'm always there on Discord. You can ask me or anything you want. But okay, so this has to be very careful part area of the Legion of the Frostborn. Anything, don't mess this up. Also for diplomacy, which works in first 7 days, you have to be leaders. You have to be very careful in choosing our allies and enemies. My opinion would be that having 301 as it's like an agreement that we will fight till zone 2, yeah, or middle of the KVK, like we will fight till day 35. Legion of the Frostborn, we will fight till day 35. After that, depending on the situation, either we can ally with them, or we can share the mid guard, or place second or place first. Whoever has the upper hand can make the conditions or demand things. If you are on low spot, like you're on second place and feeling and defeated by other server, then trust me, you if you are going to ask them for something like a Ymir, or the Grome's capital Ymir, the level 10 capital, and level 9 cities Citadel, which are called Citadel, and or anything, they have all the rights, and they will make sure that they are not giving you something which benefits you and gives you the upper hand. Okay, so one thing I want you to keep in mind, that map is very important. Always keep checking maps. If you're thinking something, keep think while checking the map, because map is very important. It's all about map strategies. It's nothing about uh, inside what inside the map. There is nothing, literally nothing. You have to see where you are going. These gates matters. This now tell me one thing. If you take this gate, and let's suppose that you are building towers trailing, it's not necessarily, but it's efficient move if you're not trailing towers and building with your alt alliance help. But if you are building towers and you don't have a support alliance, it's just a scenario. So, and if you take this gate, you will have to go here and you will have to go there. You can imagine how long this is. So what you can do is you can take this gate to here and just get to here. So the shortest route. So you also have to see what is the shortest route to a city or a tower. Longer routes are always trouble. Not gonna lie, they are always trouble. So I think this is it for what I had in the mind for the first 7 days. I hope you all understand this and approve this strategy of mine. So let me know what you think it of, what you think of it, and if you have any questions or any you want any clarification, you can always DM me, or in the Discord you can ping me. I will answer. So thank you for being here and giving your time to watch this. Thank you. Also, I missed a part which Werewolf just pointed out, that where to port, like when you enter the battlefield, where to go. So UV will go to this ANN city, N city, and DKD will go to Wither city. Like this is our hive. Wither city will be your hive for the first city you will take, and then RN and WP will go to Gandalfur. Okay, and support alliances for UV and DKD will be with them with the Hive and So and RN and WP. Alright.